everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Packers are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Cardinals, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go again with Davis. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mike Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Rodgers now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. From midfield, here's Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Play clock winding down. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
On play action, Rodgers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On play action, Cousins. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On second down, Cousins again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets it to Brown, complete. John Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Time running out here on the play clock. They run the counter now on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Turner. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. That's Turner. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. Give him 30 yards there.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Throwing is Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They go play action. Cousins buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Play action now. Cousins. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Second down, Cousins. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. First down, here's Cousins. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's brought down. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. From the gun, here's Cousins. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Davis now. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out here in the eye. On the carry, it's Davis. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw it this time. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And his kick is good. So we're at halftime. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. As they run the counter play. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They run the counter now on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Rodgers now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Following the interception, Cousins looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Play fake. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They run. This is Lewis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On play action. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know The best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Throwing his Cousins. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's Rodgers. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On second down, here's Rodgers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now here's a carry heading left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Down, they'll try and run the counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Hey, check 26.
second down. It's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is knocked down from the side. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And again, it's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Davis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fitzgerald. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. First carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And some room to run now. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
319! Reset! Hey, easy. Right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. as big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shifts by him. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Easy.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Green Bay, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.